Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deidre Squires and today is moving day into our kitchen. We're so excited. Since we last spoke, we have all of our cabinets in, we have our countertops in, we have a dishwasher, woo! And we have a working sink. So luckily we have our microwave and our stove and our refrigerator. They were already hooked up last time when we talked, but we're super excited to be moving in. So unfortunately, the craft room and the kitchen are both full of boxes that need to be unloaded. So today I wanted to talk to you about, unfortunately this week I did not get a chance to really crochet just because of life. And actually this week on Tuesday, I went to a quilters group. Even though I don't quilt, the woman who runs the group invited me in. She is a friend of my husband's from work. She just told me to bring a craft to work on while you're there and something to show and tell. I brought my brother-in-law's gray blanket, worked on that for a little bit, and I brought a quilt that my great-grandmother gave me a few years ago before she died. And the other women there were two women there who are quilters. They were working on quilts and they brought quilts to show, which were amazing. So fun to look at and see what people can do with fabric. And another woman does the jewel dot craft. Those were really interesting to see too. When she showed us the ones that she's made over the past 6 months, because they haven't met since last October. So, and another woman sews fabric purses, and they were beautiful. It was just amazing to see these purses that she made just from fabric that she got from Joann's. And she kept pulling them out of her bag, and it was like she had a Mary Poppins purse. She just kept bringing out the purses. And one of them she wasn't too happy with, so she actually, while we were sitting there, took it apart, which was fascinating to watch as well. It's like, you just worked so hard on this and you're just taking it apart. So I didn't get to crochet much this week. I did crochet a little bit with the quilters group, but it got really warm and I had that huge blanket on me trying to work on it. So today I thought maybe I would talk to you about a blanket that I made during quarantine. Last, would have been over a year now, because we started social distancing in March of 2020, and this I probably made in March or April, because I don't know about any of you, but during quarantine my husband determined that I was only allowed to, he determined that I had to use my yarn stash before I could go yarn shopping anytime soon, which he did make an exception for his brother's blanket. But here's a blanket that I made for my husband. It's pretty simple. It's white with gray and this blue gray. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of got a bluish tinge to it. You're probably thinking that's a lot. You do a lot of blue, a lot of grays, which grays are a really popular neutral color for our family. So, and this happens to be yarn that I just happen to have in my yarn stash. And it is a granny square. It's just one big granny square. You just get going around and around and around. And what I love about granny squares is that they're so easy. The counting is simple, minimal, and you get like, you just see this blanket growing as you're working on it. And I think it's a great starter for rounds, because if you've seen other videos of mine, I'm not the most confident person when it comes to rounds, but with granny squares, it's really helped me become more confident in the creation of even though it's a square, obviously, but the creation of going around in rounds rather than rows. But yeah, and I love a granny square. I mean, I have made granny square blankets, like for babies, baby blankets. I've done actually, I had all this little things of baby yarn, nothing really substantial, but I made little granny squares, and sewed them all together and made them a little blanket. I believe I made that while I was on maternity leave too. So it's a great, and if you want to make the small squares and put them together, it's really easy to take that with you when you go places. Like this, I would never have brought this with me anywhere. Even though we weren't going anywhere, we were either, my husband and I are both essential workers, so we were either home or work and or picking and dropping off our son at the sitter. So I would never have brought this with me. It would have been too big by the time it got like halfway done. It would have been too big to like haul with me places and been beneficial for me to take. But like making little granny squares, they're so easy, so quick to do. Color changes are easy. Some people do a different color each row. And I think they're just a great way to incorporate the use of a round. That's how I started doing double crochet, because double crochet was new to me. I did a lot of single crochet until I started working on granny square projects. So those are great too. And well, guys, I think that's all I've got for you this week. But hopefully next week we'll be back in the craft room reviewing patterns. I've got a few lined up, ready to be reviewed. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If there is a pattern that you want to have me review, whether it's your pattern that you've designed or a pattern that you're interested in learning more tips and tricks on how to create that pattern, please leave a comment below. Share my video and follow me for more pattern reviews and more vlogs if you're interested. I think that's it, guys. So I hope to see you back soon, okay? All right, and maybe next week I'll actually show you the full kitchen. Although we're waiting on the backsplash and the flooring right now, but we have a functioning kitchen and it's so nice. So I'm hoping I'll be able to show you next week. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great week. I'll see you soon.